The photography community has been buzzing with excitement over Nikon's rumored next release, the Nikon ZFR. For those familiar with the Nikon ZF, you'll recall how the company successfully fused a retro-inspired design with the technological sophistication of a modern mirrorless camera. The ZF stood out for its classic film camera styling combined with contemporary digital performance, attracting photographers who value both aesthetics and advanced functionality. Now, the question on everyone's mind is what comes next? The rumored ZFR seems poised to be the natural evolution of the ZF, potentially taking Nikon's retro line to an entirely new level. Early chatter and leaks suggest several intriguing possibilities that could appeal to both professional and enthusiast photographers alike. The ZFR's rumored specifications already have the photography world talking. Leaks point to a high-resolution 60-megapixel full-frame sensor, refinements to the camera's ergonomics, faster operational speed, and even the possibility of high-end video capabilities like 8K recording. While some of these claims might seem ambitious, they signal Nikon's intent to compete directly with top-tier mirrorless cameras from Sony and Canon. Models like the Sony A7RV, which also offers a 60MP sensor, and the Canon EOS R5, which sits slightly lower at 45MP but excels in autofocus and video, have already set high expectations. For the ZFR to carve its niche, it will need to offer something genuinely distinctive. To understand what the ZFR might bring, it's useful to revisit its predecessor, the Nikon ZF. The ZF was essentially Nikon's homage to the golden era of film cameras. It combined tactile analog-style dials with the advantages of mirrorless technology, creating a unique shooting experience that appealed to photographers who loved nostalgia but didn't want to compromise on modern capabilities. The ZF offered a distinct blend of style and function that set it apart from more conventional digital cameras. However, it wasn't without its drawbacks. The camera's sleek grip, while visually appealing, was criticized for being less than comfortable during long shoots. Many photographers opted for third-party grips to improve ergonomics, especially during extended sessions. Speed was another limitation. The ZF's maximum continuous shooting rate of 10 frames per second fell short for those who specialize in action, wildlife, or sports photography. While it excelled in portrait, street, and landscape photography, it wasn't the most versatile tool for photographers who needed both speed and comfort alongside retro appeal. With the ZFR, Nikon has the opportunity to address these criticisms. A redesigned grip with a more substantial hold could make the camera comfortable for extended use, while improvements in shooting speed could expand its versatility. If Nikon succeeds in these areas, the ZFR could become a more well-rounded option without sacrificing the retro charm that made the ZF a standout. The key question remains, will Nikon implement these changes, or will the ZFR remain more of a niche, aesthetically driven camera? One of the most exciting rumors surrounding the ZFR is its possible 60-megapixel full-frame sensor. This would be a significant step up from the ZF, positioning the camera squarely in the high-resolution arena alongside the Sony A7RV and Canon R5. For photographers who prioritize image detail, particularly those working in landscape, portrait, and commercial photography, a 60MP sensor would be a compelling feature. High-resolution sensors are hardly new to the market, but Nikon could differentiate itself with improvements in dynamic range, color depth, and image processing. There is even speculation that Nikon might explore 16-bit RAW capture, a feature generally reserved for medium-format cameras like the Fujifilm GFX series or the Hasselblad X2D. While it's more likely that the ZFR will stick to the more standard 12 to 14-bit range, even this would deliver ample flexibility for most professional workflows. Continuous shooting speed is another area worth considering. The ZFR is unlikely to match the frame rates of Nikon's action-focused Z8 and Z9, which are designed for sports and wildlife photographers who demand extremely fast bursts. Instead, the ZFR appears targeted at high-resolution still photographers who value image quality over speed. Even if the camera maintains a maximum of 10 frames per second, that rate is sufficient for portrait, studio, and landscape work, where image detail and quality are prioritized over rapid capture. For photographers who need more aggressive burst shooting, Nikon's flagship Z8 or Z9 models remain the obvious choice. Video capabilities are also under discussion. With the Z8, Z9, and Canon R5 already offering 8K recording, it's natural to speculate whether the ZFR could join the 8K video ranks. On paper, 8K would enhance its appeal to hybrid shooters who want to capture both high-resolution stills and high-quality video. However, incorporating 8K into a retro-inspired, compact body presents significant challenges, particularly in terms of heat management and internal processing demands. Even if 8K is impractical for everyday shooting, offering it could expand creative possibilities, allowing photographers and videographers to crop heavily in post-production or create ultra-high-resolution video content for specialized projects. Balancing thermals, stability, and performance will be critical if Nikon wants the ZFR to appeal to content creators. A major reason the ZF resonated with photographers was its retro-inspired design, and the ZFR is expected to carry this tradition forward. Maintaining a vintage aesthetic while improving usability will be key to its success. The grip, as noted, is a likely area for enhancement. A subtle ergonomic tweak could transform the camera from a visually stylish but occasionally unwieldy tool into one that feels natural in the hand for extended shooting. The tactile physical dials on the ZF, allowing intuitive control over settings like ISO, shutter speed, and exposure compensation, were another standout feature, evoking the feel of classic film cameras. It's almost certain that Nikon will preserve and possibly refine this hallmark feature in the ZFR, as it contributes to a unique user experience that differentiates the retro line from the flood of high-tech mirrorless bodies on the market. It's important to note that the ZFR isn't designed to replace Nikon's action-oriented cameras. Its focus seems squarely on photographers who value image quality, design, and the tactile experience of shooting over extreme speed or experimental features. Portrait photographers, studio shooters, and landscape artists could find the ZFR's combination of high resolution, retro styling, and thoughtful ergonomics highly appealing. Its speed may not satisfy sports photographers, but its strengths lie elsewhere, primarily in providing a shooting experience that emphasizes beauty, detail, and the joy of photography. At the moment, the Nikon ZFR remains shrouded in rumor and speculation. However, the pieces suggest Nikon is aiming for a specific segment of photographers, those who care deeply about image quality, the physical act of shooting, and a camera that combines the best of classic and modern design. If the ZFR delivers a 60MP sensor, improved ergonomics, retained retro charm, and capable video features, it could become a truly remarkable addition to Nikon's lineup. It may not appeal to everyone, but it doesn't need to. Its value lies in providing something distinct, a camera focused on creating beautiful images and offering a timeless shooting experience. In a photography landscape dominated by rapid technological advancements and feature wars, Nikon's decision to double down on retro-inspired design feels refreshing. The ZFR is unlikely to be the fastest camera or the most cutting-edge in every technical metric, but that is precisely where its appeal lies. It promises an experience that goes beyond raw numbers, inviting photographers to enjoy the process as much as the results. For enthusiasts and professionals seeking maximum detail, thoughtful ergonomics, and a blend of nostalgia with modern capability, the Nikon ZFR could be a game-changing option. In a market crowded with cameras chasing speed, megapixels, and gimmicks, the ZFR offers something different, a camera that celebrates the art of photography itself, and for many, that makes it one of the most exciting releases to watch.